ma'am.
I'm Sue Greenwell with the former Empowered Light Holistic Expo. Not sure if we're still having Expo since we're on pause. I'm here today with John Mendez, also known as King Smarty. Hey, Smarty, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Sue. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I haven't talked to you in a while, so I'm glad we're getting together. I had a lot of questions for you, but I wanted to ask about your website first. For
Okay.
years, you've been using holotech.biz and all of your products and your free hollows have been there. And by the way, I'm assuming that people that are watching this video have already seen your history. They know who you are and what you're doing. And if not, that's out there. So we're going to skip all of that. But tell me what's happened with your website. You've got a new website now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to create a new website, which is now it's called Smarty's Corner. I had to regroup because my PayPal and my website were being hacked from the inside. The company that I had my website, their platform doesn't allow the hacking to take place because their own platform is protected. You understand? So that being said, my website was attacked from the inside from the company.
Wow.
We know this because, you know, we have people that are real gifted, especially those of us that can remote view and see the things take place. So that's why I had to shut down the product page on the website and move to a different page because I had no way of collecting the income, and I had to change processing. I was attacked all kinds of ways because of what I'm doing, because of me being able to get rid of certain diseases and viruses. I did it for free, and then people were purchasing my products. So they literally did everything they could to stop me from basically earning a decent income, and I'm doing it, you know, legitimately. There's nothing, um, you know, there's nothing bad that I'm doing. I'm doing everything legitimately, and I'm doing it our way, the creator's way, where people have the right to earn a decent living and not worry about, you know, people coming after you for certain BS.
Right, right.
So since they couldn't stop me, they had to do other things like attack my PayPal, attack my website. They also attacked my shipments that were coming into the country. Everything was just attacked all at the same time. People witnessed this, and I took screenshots and put it all over my Telegram so that people can see what was happening. So that's why I had to change the website. You can still go there and get the free stuff, but as far as purchasing, you have to go to Smarty's Corner. So thank you for asking.
Smarty'sCorner.com.
Yep.
And I know I've ordered from there, and it's you've really automated it nicely, so it's very informative and quick and easy to order your products, and the free things are also out there as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's
yes,
good.
ma'am.
That's good.
The cocktails and the holograms, you know, the last time we talked, I had about 200 of them.
Right.
Of the free downloads that their frequencies. So you don't need to have a specific belief system in order for them to work because they are they're literally frequencies. Okay. Now with frequencies, it's just like a remote control when you change the channel. What you're doing is using the frequency wirelessly to change your channel on your TV, on all your other devices. We've learned how to harness those frequencies, put them in photos and different objects, and use the energy behind the frequencies to manifest the healings and other things like better gas mileage.
And I know you're getting great testimonials. I've been watching them. And one thing I really like is to find out how other people are using the hollows and the charms and things. Like, they're very creative and they've got great ideas. And then putting together the cocktails and smoothies and the way they put that together is ingenious.
Right.
And I love that. Yeah.
You know, the cool thing about what I'm doing, it's giving people it's giving people inspiration to do their own stuff, because all my part is done. I put the stuff out there for free. People are taking my stuff and creating smoothies, like you just mentioned. We have a guy named Rob he's put his talents that the man upstairs, or the being known as Source, gave him. People call it God. Gave him abilities to create graphics. So he's taking those frequency photos and making videos with all the different frequencies, and literally all you have to do is play a video and put your cup up to the screen and allow the energies to transfer into your beverages and then drink. It's that simple.
It's
So
ingenious and it's easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the hard part. People don't understand how
Yeah.
it works. So it's like, no, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That can't possibly work.
I've been getting up every morning and I try to take my vitamins first thing in the morning. And so I've been playing the same cocktail every morning to my
Right?
glass of water, and then one at night to my glass of water, different one. But
Yeah.
there's maybe 15 or 20 cocktails out there, and you can get those. There's a link on the website, right, for these.
Yep. Yep.
And the smartest thing to do is probably download them to your phone. And so you can take them anywhere. You've got the pictures, you've got the sound, and you can listen to them without having the water, with having the water. It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
The best thing to use for anybody that's just now hearing this is distilled water, because the energies and frequencies don't have to do the extra work to clear out all the pollution in the water. So
Right.
the best water is distilled. Once you use distilled water, it goes straight to the point, charging it without all the extra frequencies being used. You drink, problem solved. Literally, problem solved.
If you had a filtered water, that it would be just, almost the same as distilled.
Yeah, that's good too. Yeah,
Excellent.
people can do it themselves. They can just boil water on their stove and then charge it.
Right.
Easy.
So if anyone has a specific health problem, they can go to smartiescorner.com and look for these. It's through an app called Bubble Up, but you can get these cocktails that are a culmination of multiple hollows put together with right frequencies and other frequencies, and just use it to charge your water, your food, listen to it as much as you can. And
Right.
you'll probably notice very subtle or maybe dramatic differences in your health.
It all depends. It all depends on where you're at. It all depends on how bad you are, as far as your illness. It all depends, because we had things happen instantly. We had things that took a period of time, and it's free. So what do you got to lose?
Yeah, I love that.
And
Free 99.
right. And the
Right.
cool thing about what we're doing here is that on the website, there's also links for Telegram. We have different groups on Telegram where you can join. You can join our Telegram groups. You can keep updated with me. I always post crap, bullshit, just fun stuff. But when I put out the hollow, you can use it all right away.
Right.
That's the best way to get the ones that I'm making, like from today on. Also, there's groups in there for testimonies, so you can see hundreds of people. The testimonies are unbelievable. This is why they try to shut me down.
Right.
But what they don't realize is that they're dealing with a higher power, literally a higher power than they can even comprehend. Some of the stuff that I'm posting is out of this world. Just last night, I filmed ships. You seen that?
Yeah, I did.
Matter of fact, just a little, about an hour or two ago, maybe 2 or 3 hours ago, I was filming a ship, and then a ball of light popped up and the ship just disappeared. So I'm I'm having all types of fun around here.
I see ships here all the time, day and night. Like sometimes I'll be just bebopping around during the day, and I'll look up and I'm like, oh, there's one. And by the time I get my phone out, it's too late. But
isn't it awesome how we've been talking about this stuff, and I've been teaching the Jedis and everybody how to manifest these things and how to request for it to be everywhere, and now it's just like, whoa, what's happening?
It's amazing. Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love to laugh. We met personally a bunch of different times. I love to have fun.
Yeah. And I love that about you, because we're taught that, our leaders are all prim and proper and we've got to follow rules. Well, we've got enough rules as it is. And if you make it fun, people are more interested and they're more willing to like maybe think out of the box.
Right.
And then when you say something, they might listen a little bit more deeply, I think,
Right. And that's a good way for all the leaders to be like. We don't sit in Indian style, or we don't teach a certain way. We give everybody the free will to do whatever they please. Once I teach them the method and I explain to them as far as the training goes, once I teach them the method, you can go out and do all the stuff that I teach you to do, but the fastest way to get what you want in your life is to help others get what they want. That's the fastest way. So after I teach you the method and you become, a top-notch healer, those types of healings that I teach, that's for free. I teach it for free. You don't have to pay me. All you have to do is join the links, join the free Zoom meetings, and just come on and start doing things. But that's the fastest way to how you say earn brownie points with our creator. It's literally service.
Right.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. And I also think, by having a leader like you, that's fun. And, you have obviously a quick wit and you love to laugh and you just think of jokes. Hey, Genesis, how are you? Really quickly. I think that makes it more modern. Like, I think we've been waiting for like this whole big serious stuff, blah, blah, blah. No one wants that. We want to get the job done. And we want to do it fun.
And we make it fun. We make it fun. Like, the cool thing about it is, I like to joke around it, but I'm real serious and I see everything that's happening, right? So when I teach somebody something and they actually do it, and then they get confirmation and then they get validation afterwards, because I teach them how to use the charm to get confirmation. Once they get a confirmation that it's done, then all they have to do is wait for the validation. So once the validation comes in, it's like, oh my God, I get a text message saying all types of cool stuff that's happening and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So it's all fun. It's all fun.
And like I said, I loved it. On the videos you do, people are always telling their stories, but the testimonial page and Telegram that you have is a really valuable thing, because like I've seen some pictures and people have told their ideas and then their success. And I was like, wow, why didn't I think of that? So they're helping me like come out of the box just a little bit more. It's good.
And that's why I like doing it. That's why I like doing it. You see, she pops up because when I'm doing my videos, it's okay for her to come. So she's like, she wants to be in the mix.
Yeah, she can come. And I like seeing what other people have done. And you've got a great close group of people for the most part, and they've got good hearts and they're like loyal and all the good things. So it's very exciting how you've gathered these people.
All right. I'm glad you said that, because you have to have those things to be able to perform the way that we do. Because if you're not authentic, if you don't have love for humanity, for one another, you're not going to be able to use this method. It just won't work. We have different types of groups out there that claim to do things, and we even had groups that took the method, tried to do it, and couldn't perform. So at the end of the day, it all comes back to me, because you can't use my method and perform without having all those features: love, kindness, even honor, even respect, stuff like that. And as far as you hear me talk about negative things happening when people get evaporated and stuff like that. Those really take place, but I'm one of the only ones, if not the only ones, that can perform that as well, because of the approval that I have to do it. So everything is energy. once you understand that, then you just, you either pay attention, tag along, or you just stay out the way and you won't be,
Right.
you'll be all right.
Right. So most of your followers are wearing these pendants. Like I have, you can't really see it in the video.
Yep, I see
Sacred
it.
Flower of Life.
I see it,
So,
Drake.
so can you show us some of your newest products, or what you like? Kind of tell us what you've got cooking.
Right. This is the newest one here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. So it's the Tree of Life. Here's a better one. This is the newest one.
Beautiful.
It's the Tree of Life. I put hearts on the tree, like apples, but they're hearts. And then I put the arrows going around, because we all know the Tree of Life, our families, is just a circle.
Right.
Reincarnation and consciousness transfers into new generations, new bodies.
Right.
That's a whole nother field, but that's why that was made. And then we have these source directive bands. They also say love and light source directives. They're good to have. They charge up your water just like a hologram would do. With these products here, you have pretty much an all-in-one type device where all the free stuff that's on the website is on one of these charms.
Right.
That's why most of the team have it. That's why people are buying them, because of what they can do. With these products alone, there's so many different testimonies out there that I literally don't have to do nothing. It's selling itself right now.
Right. Right. I like we're independent, because it's like all in one. I don't have to think. It's like no muss, no fuss,
Right.
And so if someone doesn't have the funds to purchase the pendant, that's why you have the free hollows all over your website.
Yeah.
And
The
so
only thing,
yeah.
sorry, but the only thing they would have to do is take the time out, download them, print them, stack them up. With the pendant, you don't have to do that. Plus, I get to pay some bills.
Right. Right.
But it's still free. You can still go get it. It's free.
I created placemats. I pulled off, let's just say 200 hollows, and I sent it to Staples, and they printed 10 sheets, and I had them laminated, and they're on my kitchen table. So like, if I have my vitamins there, my water, my food, whatever, I have the pendant, I have the other products and all that, but I want those healing frequencies in my food and water. I want to have them in my house. Yeah.
Right. And the difference between the pendants, see, the pendants have it all.
Yeah.
But the hollows, they're for whatever word it is or whatever frequency is, it's focused just on that.
Right. Right.
Now the pendants have it all, and it will do it automatically, but also if you put your intentions, you can enhance that part of the healings that take place, because we're in a reality that everything is frequencies and everything is commands. We can command things. Okay, even the Bible talks about it. The Bible talks about how you can command, and faith, mustard seeds, as long as you got that much. So a lot of people buy themselves with the faith that they will receive the healings, and they do. They do. So I'm in a position where I don't have to prove to you or anybody else that my stuff works. You have to prove to me that it don't work. And I know for a fact that you cannot. That's how much confidence I got, okay?
All right.
Because I can see the energy, I can see all types of things. And if I'm told that my stuff doesn't work, it's usually done by people who aren't of the light. And I can see that, and then also take care of those individuals too, with love.
Right. Yeah.
That's simple.
And they've been attacking you and preventing you from your success for a couple of years. You've been censored. All your stuff has been taken off social media multiple times. Your videos have been taken down, websites screwed with, PayPal screwed with. And it hasn't been easy, and yet you still have loyal people that believe in your message and believe in
Right.
your method and are out there. You're spreading them out to heal the world, to heal people.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
yeah,
And you've been a part of that also. You were the first one that gave me an opportunity to come and speak and teach people. And we were blown away. People were blown away. They came to my booth afterwards and just, I literally sold all my stuff.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
because of you, we met John D'Souza and what's his name, Michael Sala.
yeah,
They even came and sat down and listened to me speak, and they gave me books afterwards. So
yeah, yeah.
people are enjoying my stuff. Um, Although they're not totally on board just yet, but they can't deny what they've seen, felt, and saw.
Yeah.
But the rest is coming because the big ball of light that I call Daddy Source, he always validates.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think though that it's given you good exposure. That was like practice for what you'll be doing next. So
Right.
like my expos and events and all the stuff we did, it's like baby steps so that when you're out there in front of thousands of people, you feel confident and you can tell your story and get to the masses, you know?
That's true because
Yeah.
in some of your expos, some of the words and some of the things that I was telling people at that time, I myself didn't feel comfortable with it. Now I'm like, I'm gonna tell you how it is. If you don't like it, not my problem.
Well, I love that about you too, because if you
Right.
tried, like if you put on khaki pants and a button-up shirt and you were
It
talking
won't
like
work.
all proper, mm-mm.
It won't work.
Like I trust you. I know your heart. I know your intention. You're funnier than hell. I
Right,
love
right.
you. I'm on your side.
I love you
And
too.
when people like they meet you, they gravitate towards you. And I've
Yeah.
seen that at the expo where the whole row might be kind of quiet. Your booth has got people there and they want to talk to you,
Right,
and they
right.
want
Well,
to
when I did the last expo, I gave out free stuff, and then we also had the EMF devices there on the spot, and I was showing everybody, look, this is what I did. I just sent the energy, bang, 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 and they're like, wow, can I get one? Yeah, it's free. Go ahead. Then I made the stickers for you
yeah,
that were also the
yeah,
EMF, and literally everybody took them.
yeah.
My the whole table was gone. Everything was
Yeah,
gone.
it was great. It was so fun. Not only is it like we're helping people, it's so fun, isn't it? Of course,
Yeah.
I'm not having as much fun as you are because I'm running around, but it's so fun because people are like, wow, I didn't know these were available. And like when they do that phone thing, like when you tested the phones and the
Yep.
EMFs, isn't that amazing that people can see that?
Oh my God, dude. I don't know if you were there, but there was the one guy that had the shungite on his phone.
Yeah.
And when I put the machine on his phone, that shit said boo 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 boo. I was like, that's supposed to work. So he takes it off and then he puts the sticker, he puts one of your stickers that I made for you,
Yeah.
put it
Yeah.
on there, and it went boop, and it went down to
Yeah.
zero. He's like,
Yeah.
it's just a piece of paper. I says, no,
Yeah.
it's not. That's not just a piece of paper.
These are the stickers that I have on my phone. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm doing it
Yeah,
backwards.
no, we see it. I see it.
So I have it on my laptop, my TV, like
Right.
everything. And I've got them actually sprinkled. I have them in my refrigerator. I've got them on the windowsills. My house has got these stickers all over,
Right, right.
Yeah.
The cool thing about those is that, and she knows, but not everybody knows that actually has them. So if somebody that went to all your events and got one of these stickers now, what they didn't know is that the frequencies to cure cancer, the frequencies to cancer, right? Because we might have to edit that out, but the frequencies to
Yeah, yeah,
the frequencies to get rid of that are on there.
right,
So
right.
she knew about it. we had people just grabbing them and just taking off with them. And I was just putting them in their hands. Here, take 5, take 6, take as many as you want. I even had a sign saying free stickers.
Yeah. Isn't it great? It's so
So
exciting.
now, right. So now everybody knows that if you got one of those, you literally have the solution for the seed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right, because you did a sticker before this one. The pink one has the
Right.
cancer
Pink one.
buster, right?
Right.
And the one that's white with the logo doesn't, I don't think. But I handed those out, and I think yours were more effective because people got to see the test. And I believe that test was on your website. I'm not sure if it still is or not.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube, and I even had to change my YouTube because some of those videos were deleted. I mean, you witnessed it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, even if it's not on YouTube, I still have the recording, so I might just post it up in the Telegram. Telegram, they can't really censor us there, so I'm just reposting all type of fun stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah,
they work.
I was quite annoyed. My YouTube has been affected. Facebook, of course, they've been censoring me too. And I'm like kind of dormant since this whole thing has happened the past year. So it's very annoying that they think that they have to take my videos down. Like I paid thousands of dollars for some of those videos, and I don't think it's right.
That's literally their, the dark one's way of attempting to censor those of us of the light that are doing really, really beneficial stuff for humanity. Your expos was bringing people together from all around, the country, and that was needed. Things like those are needed, and there will be plenty of them in the future. So I know you said you're not sure about doing them, but in the future, which is literally now, right? We'll have enough funds to where you can just sit at home and have somebody else run it the way you did.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love doing it. It's just it is so physically, and it's so stressful, and there's a lot of time and money put into it. And like right now I'm on pause because it can't be successful until things are fully open and people are comfortable again,
Right.
But
Well, that whole scenario was designed to shut us all down.
of course, yeah.
But that's also an epic fail, if you ask me, because now people are building back faster than you can
say Ambassador. Yeah. So do you have other products there to show us, or?
The only other thing that I had, and I think Genesis probably just took it, was the crystal.
Oh, of course.
The new crystalline generator. You just put it on a printer, like something like this with a tank, and then you print out the person's photo with that crystal, and it literally bombards their physical body, kind of like remote control.
Right.
Removing all the illnesses and repairing everything in the body. I teach that in the Jedi method, but there's also many different people out there that are on different levels, spiritually, dimensionally. To me, it's all the same. Dimension, spirit, it's all the same. So there's many different levels to healing, and I literally have a solution in each dimension, if you understand what I'm saying.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's an easy way to get holistic healers to literally heal their clients, their customers. Yes, it's a one-stop shop. So I see people that are really like moved to really heal people purchasing them, because there's a lot of people out here that claim to be for the people, but they don't want you to really be healed or be cured. They want you to continue to call them and ask for help. If you call me and keep asking for help, I'm going to block you. Because I got so much stuff out there.
Well, I'm an energy healer. I've been doing every modality known to man. I don't have time for that. So putting, you know, the energy, what is it, crystal generator, what's it called?
Yeah, it's
Frequency generator.
crystalline healing
Yeah.
generator.
I like that. It's like a no-brainer. Done. Why waste time?
Well, if you go on to Google and you put on frequency generator, there's some generators there that literally cost 25 grand.
Wow.
And they're not connected to the creator like my stuff is. That's what we offer, the solution, not some,
Well,
not some.
they're trying to make money. They're trying to like market and monetize healing, and just like the big pharma is, but they're doing it in a holistic way where you're trying to say, here's healing, bye-bye. Send it out to the world. Send it out to ripple it out to the world so people are actually healed.
Right. Now, I do talk to our creator, what people call God. Okay, and we are connected to off-planet beings. We are connected to the angelics, galactics, different realms. One thing he told me was to heal the people. Okay, well, if you're constantly trying to make money off of people while trying to heal them, that's not healing. You're literally doing what the cabal's been doing, and prolonging their problems. Kind of like pills.
Yeah.
You got pills that do. I mean, everybody's seen the commercials. You got pills that do this, take care of this problem, but it may cause blah 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 blah.
And death.
And worst of all, death.
Yeah. Could cause death, and people still take it.
Yeah, that's just like mind blowing.
I know.
Like mask.
I know.
You got people wearing masks and they're wearing them in the car. They're wearing them in your house. Like, hello, what's going on here?
I'm seeing them every day, and I just shake my head. It's like, are you guys like, aren't you seeing what's happening out there? Like, how is it I'm seeing and they're not? I don't get it.
That just tells us that they've been heavily programmed. Heavily.
Yeah.
Heavily. Like, it's sad sometimes. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Right now, it's so hot outside, 90 degrees, and you got people in their car with the mask on. Mind you, the heat itself kills all types of viruses, including the one we've been dealing with.
Yeah.
Which is all bullshit anyway. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. You talked a little bit about your work with angelics and galactics. I was in bed last night trying to fall asleep, and I literally had a question that I had to get up and write down for today. Right. So we've heard about Operation Blu-ray, which is going to be like a false alien attack. So that's our next thing that's going to happen to control the people. Everyone's afraid, so they go to the government for protection or whatever. So I wanted to see if you had an update on that. And we will be meeting the extraterrestrials soon, and how can we offer comfort for the people that these are legit and good, like, allies, versus they're going to come and take over Earth.
What people don't realize is that the ETs, or these fake, I believe it was called Project Bluebeam, where they were using holographic technologies to fake a massive invasion and stuff like that. All those type of equipments and stuff have already been dismantled, has been literally demolished, destroyed, evaporated, whatever you want to call it. We took care of that. And I say we because I play a part in that, who some people don't fully understand yet, and it's fine. Not my problem. That being said, what's going to take place is we are going to be, especially me and my crew, we're going to be briefed on the angelics, the galactics, and since we're already in the community, this is why they're censoring us, because behind the scenes, militaries, different groups all around the world know who we are. They constantly monitor us. They constantly talk about, they constantly try to interfere with what we're doing. But when those evaporation videos are going around the intel community, things are getting serious for them. They know that it's very, very real. They know that I'm the one that's making it happen. So that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to come out and we are the ones that are going to do everything step by step so that everybody is not worried, not afraid, and they're going to see the process happening. The ships that you're seeing in the skies are literally our ships. The military's already said that they don't know who they are. There's different groups trying to call it different things like UAPs and whatnot. That's just an agenda that they had coming out to try to create their own narrative. So what could take place is that they do come out with their um, different CIA crafts that were still allowed to remain. And then we come out with the bigger one saying, this is who we are. I mean, that's true. That's true. That's why the video that I posted last night in Telegram, I literally was monitoring the ship. It was a big command center type ship, and I was monitoring it. And then I saw ships coming in, and then I saw them take off. And that's when I saw and got and knew what was happening. They were like, oh shit. They backed off and went away.
Right.
Because they're aware of what's happening. And right now we're getting all types of feedback on here. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Here
why.
we are. Yeah. And that's why when I tell people to I like a private, quiet life, and there's a reason for that. Like, I'm not trying to cause trouble, just disclose the truth,
Well, that's the thing. That's what makes me come out the way that I'm doing. Like even a lot of my groups, not groups, well, yeah, groups, but some of my crew members in these different groups, they don't care about none of that. They just want to get their jobs done, right? But also, I care about it because I want the people to be comfortable, like what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Because if we come out and we just take over all the skies, people will be afraid because they don't know, they won't know what's taking place.
Right.
They'll go, some may just have heart attacks, whatever the case is. But as far as alien invasion, we've already been under alien control. I mean, that's what the reptiles, Dracos, and different groups have been doing when they've been kidnapping all of our millions of children that have been disappearing without a trace because they've been taken, they've been sacrificed, they've been eaten. They treat us like cattle. So while people are worried about alien invasion, they've been here.
Right. Right.
They've been here. Now we are taking them out behind the scenes, and I'm a real big part of that because of energy. If I can make a photo and just transfer the energy and frequencies straight to the photo, and people use it and benefit from it, what makes you think I can't take a dark individual and just make them go away?
Right. Right.
You understand? So slowly but surely, Source, which is what I call Daddy, people call it God. In the universe, out there in space, we call it Source. He's given me everything that I needed to take care of all this stuff. So that's how we're doing it. I'm on board with everybody else. Like I feel like it's taking too long. I want it to happen right now. But even a year or two ago, look at all the stuff we learned now. Even my own abilities is through the roof.
Right.
I'm surprised myself every day.
Well, yeah, we always want things to happen immediately, but we have to prepare ourselves or whatever else. There's all sorts of steps that have to take place. But it seems like it's coming together nicely.
It is. It is. He told me again a while back while I was doing the expos with you, taking care of business. He told me to allow the process. I didn't understand what that meant. I'm like, no, let's do this shit right now. I can do this, I can do that. And then he'll stop me from doing certain things. And I see why now. Because
Right.
I mean, you can go outside and look at ships everywhere. There's so many ships being filmed every day, nonstop,
Right.
all around the world. And they're being bold. They're really being bold.
They
I was
totally
just
are.
I was just in the parking lot and filmed the one that I got today.
Yeah.
And if you look at the video right before it hits the tree line, a big ball of light popped up in front of it, and then it just
Right. Right.
I'm
Well,
having fun.
I think one of the things that's happened recently, I think more and more people are starting to awaken and they're starting to wonder about the government. Those that aren't in that club already,
Right.
they're looking at the government and the masks and all these rules, and they're like, this doesn't make sense. So a year and a half later, they're starting to wake up, which is awesome.
Right.
But I made it my mission to gently red pill as many people as I could as fast as possible, because if you shove it down their throat, they're going to back away. You have to do it in drips and dribs and drabs.
Yeah.
But one of
I'm
the
guilty.
big,
I'm guilty.
yeah, well, you got to do what you got to do. But one of the things that I always say, like we talk about the child and the human trafficking, and I say, yes, you haven't asked the big question yet. And like they never understand what I'm talking about. Like, why is all of this happening? So like the Draco are there. Like we haven't really talked about that much. So that I guess what I'm asking you then is the Draco have been handled.
Yes, they have been handled. What's happening now is that you have different groups, and then you have the head of each group. Okay, the head of each group have been decapitated, and then you got the next in line come into position, then he gets decapitated, and then you got that continuing to happen, and the lower levels don't fully see that part of it,
Right.
but their word through the grapevine is that it is happening.
Right.
That's why there's different orders coming from top to bottom,
Right.
because they're witnessing things that they thought weren't possible.
And the same could be said of, the government and the geopolitical landscape. The
Right.
same thing is happening is like, people are questioning what's happening and they're seeing the corruption and like,
Yep.
like the CEOs are starting to step down, things like that. It's not
Yep.
happening fast enough, in my opinion, and the worst part is we're not getting true news. So we're not getting.
Exactly. And just for the peoples that are watching, it's not happening as fast as source our creator would like either, which is why people are literally being evaporated every day. There's video of it. Okay. When he tells me to make a move on something, that move is being made without any problem.
Hesitation, right.
No hesitation at all, because I firsthand saw the sacrifice happening in these tunnels. Okay, remote viewing, and also astral travel, but in a physical form, teleportation. Okay, I've seen it all. I've been there. I witnessed it. I took care of it. That's why things are happening now, because we've been taking out the dark ones, and they, like I said, they didn't think it was possible.
Right.
How are you going to tell the creator that he can't do certain things? They never thought he would show up. They never thought we would show up.
They've had free reign for so long, and they've
That's
had
right.
time to create their plans and put together their networks of corruption or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And like, I've always wondered why those on the side of light weren't more organized. Well, that's because they're being killed, threatened, or whatever all the time.
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Like I tell the Jedi's, and especially my crew behind the scenes, that this reality was created by them, so they don't have to work to create this. It's already created by them. We're the ones that have to continue to work to dismantle this shit. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Every time we heal somebody, every time we put a command in, that's literally what's happening. This whole reality is being shifted. The energies of the planet, the vibration. The only way it's possible for even the ships to be seen is because of the energy has been risen.
Right.
How do you raise the energy? You do it with frequencies, consciousness, love, light. That's how. And that's what I've been doing behind the scenes in a basement.
Right. I kind of feel your pain a little bit, not quite as
Right.
bad.
Right, man. Right. It's been wild. It's been a trip. You know, I've been. That's why I try to. I'm going through all types of stuff. Not going through, but I'm having to deal with so many different things where
Yeah.
I just like, you know what? I'm just going to have a fun day. I'm just going to laugh. I'm just going to
Yeah.
bust on people. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Because I got so much going on. People won't even be able to handle it. But you know, I give all thanks to our creator, which is Source, the source of everything. He's given me the abilities to help heal the world and destroy those that are destroying the people.
Right. Right.
There's no other way to put it than the way that I just did. You guys have been killing off humanity because you want to maintain this food chain for you guys, because you've been eating the children physically and energetically, eating the suffering. All those are frequencies, all those are energies. So what do? We stop their abilities to feed off of emotions, frequency, deluge, canceled, all those suffering, canceled. How do we do it? Frequencies. Poop, 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 poop. We change the frequencies so that they can no longer feed off of the people. We've also put protective frequencies around the children so that they can no longer eat the children. We put not protective, but we change the frequencies of the adrenochrome so that they can no longer feed off of the children or feed off of adrenochrome. We literally took them out. That's how we did it.
It's ingenious, really. When you like, you take away the loosh, and I noticed immediately how some of the celebrities' pictures were like shocking.
Yeah,
it's so good, so good.
They died so fast that they literally had to regenerate, put their computers together, and reanimate them.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of them have lost weight, so their appearance is totally different. And I'm like, well, of course, that's not the same person, you know.
Nope, not at all.
But
not at all.
yeah,
And even that fact, it's only a command away, and we expose it all by just reinforcing the exposure of all of that.
yeah,
Like in the beginning, I said everything is frequencies, and you can also command. Now, when we command, we have faith that the creator will validate those commands and allow them to happen because of the work and the heart that we have for that. It's all energy, no matter how you look at it. So the most powerful energy is love, and we're doing it with love. We want the people to stop suffering. We want abundance worldwide. We want all types of stuff, and we weren't able to have that because of the dark beings that were here controlling the planet.
right.
And it's over for them. It's literally over.
Yeah.
Nothing
When you look at the history of and you look at some groups that have been kept at poverty level, they've been preyed on in so many ways. Like literally, their kids are the ones that go missing the most. because they don't have the resources to follow up. They're suffering so much. It's like we can't even comprehend.
Right.
And a lot of them are, not here. So like, I won't say we don't care, but we don't see them and we don't
Right.
know about it. But I really look forward to the day when we can help these people, like get clean water, get shelter, get just the basics so that they're not at poverty level. And of course that affects crime. I mean, I kind of feel like we're going to have a generational thing where they have to learn, and there's new attitudes and beliefs that we have to instill in people. But it's going to make an immediate difference when people are the wealth is distributed properly.
Yeah, it's definitely being distributed. It definitely takes place. Now, the thing with me is that I can see the future because Source allows me to see the future. So um, I can tell you guys that all of this stuff that we are working for has already taken place. When I say allow the process, and when Daddy told me to allow the process, I didn't understand. Now I do, because it's already taken place. We are allowing the process and moving into what
Right.
already is, if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, oh shit, let's go. Now, I can tell you based on what you just said, those areas where people are less fortunate, I mean, the wealth transfer is going to happen all across the board, everywhere anyway. But in those type of places, we will be able to build faster because there's nothing there that we have to
Tear down or
tear
whatever.
down.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so they would be literally the first ones to have the homes where we don't need to drill for water, because we can create water out of the air. You won't need different types of equipment to do, you know, you can literally have a house in the middle of the desert, and you can grow your own food, have your own water, and don't need to be hooked up to some company where they're constantly raping you because of the bills.
Right. Right.
And so those type of things will happen faster than it will happen here. Here we'll have to clean up. We'll have to get rid of all the lines. We'll have to get rid of all the piping. We won't need none of that because there's already devices that can do everything that it's doing here. We got replicator. We got hydro machines built, water machines. We got so many advanced things. You have to realize that in the universe, it's old. And I mean like billions of years old. You really think there hasn't been nothing that's been created to generate water instantly, where you can just distribute water to everyone instantly?
I want to be part of that team.
Well,
Right.
that's us.
Yeah. Team
That's us.
Smarty. Yeah.
That's why I call it source directors, because
Yeah.
we're all source directors.
Right.
We are the ones that are in control of that. The crystalline chambers that I talk about, okay, they're my chambers. I built them. Now wrap your head around that. They're not here. Well, they are here, but I built them. Do you understand?
Well, not 100%, but I get it. And
Okay.
what I always tell people is that we have been here for millions, billions of years,
Right.
and we've been in disguise many lifetimes. Like we've been killed, tortured, whatever. We've been trying to do healing and help people. But I think all the things we did in the past were for this exact moment in time, that
Exactly.
we put things in place for this moment in time. And hopefully we're coming together as teams, we're activating each other, and we're remembering our mission, if you will.
Right. That's exactly what's happening. So
Yeah.
if you think in terms of portals and timelines, we're going in and out of portals, different timelines. Okay, this is what I've been doing for a couple thousand years. So when I say I built them, I built them.
All right. All right.
You starting to see the picture now?
Yeah.
We open up portals, we go here, we go there. That's how we took them out, just like that.
Yeah, I remember I asked you about Abraham Lincoln, and you shocked me because I said, did he fake his death? And you're like, oh yeah, we opened a portal, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I was expecting you to boo-hoo what I had suspected that, but he faked his own death.
Yeah, even the recent person that just died, DMX, same deal. We took him. We took
Wow.
him. We replaced him with a clone. I mean, if you're dark and you did a lot of dark stuff, and at the last minute you want to, how they call it, repent or turn to your creator, we have no choice but to help you, because if he forgave you,
Yes.
I have no say. So if I'm sent to go protect you, even though I know and everybody knows you did certain things, I got to go protect you. So that's what happens.
Right.
It's happening on a daily basis. Once everybody sees the big picture and how all this went down, it's going to be so breathtaking and a breath of fresh air. People are just going to sob for weeks, maybe.
Right. I think just knowing the truth, like, first of all, like the news, like having the media, the social media, not censored, but real truth is going to be mind blowing for most people. And then for us to hear what's happened is going to blow our minds too.
Yeah, it's definitely out of this world. What's taking
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, he told me years ago that how I was jumping through portals and doing certain things that I would it would all come to realization of it, including living forever with frequencies. It's all manifesting. Yeah, that's fake.
One thing I always tell, oh, what is it? Oh, little.
It's a video. See, now when you're on YouTube or different platforms, when you see stuff like this, look at the energy behind it. You can see that it's fake. So it's fake. My daughter wants me to see it, want us to see it because, but it's fake.
Yeah. One thing that I like about what you've done in general is you always tell people to go test it. You teach them how to test what you're saying, either by using a pendulum or muscle testing. So to me, that is very valuable, and you're putting yourself out there, but you're allowing the person to make up their own mind, whether what you say is real, whether you're real, whether what you're saying is truthful or not. And that's really valuable. So one thing I'd invite those that are watching this video is to test whether Smarty is telling the truth right now, and whether he is like literally the oldest soul in this universe. Yes. And when I first met you and you told me who you were, I liked you and all that. But I was like, really? So I did a lot of testing around that, and it's shocking, but you are who you say you are. You've done what you say you do. You're doing what you say you do. And, I think I've been with you throughout many lifetimes here on Earth.
Long time.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't remember all of them. I knew a couple snippets, but I'm on, yeah, I'm here.
It'll all come in, all the memories, and that goes for everybody.
Yeah.
All of our memories. Some people are coming into this reality and they're literally brand new, meaning this was their first lifetime. So imagine one lifetime versus millions and billions.
Yeah.
I think personally that those individuals that are walking around programmed like that must have been their first trip.
I know some people that it's their first trip, and generally they're not socially adept. Like they have a hard time fitting in, and you're like, what's wrong with them? And then you're like, oh, this is their first trip. Right. But
I'm glad you brought up the pendulum part, because there's thousands of people, even before I used the pendulum. I never used them before. but I knew people who did. And when I came in contact with you, Joe and Rose, Joe, Joe was like he had a whole stack of
Joe,
measuring sheets and all types of stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
he's
So he,
amazing though. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so he was skilled with it, and he pulled that thing out and used his chart, and I was like, oh shit, look at this.
I
So
remember that. Yeah.
yeah,
Because as you were telling your story, Joe is testing every point and he's refining it. And Joe, for those that don't know who Joe is, he's extremely analytical, extremely intelligent. He's got a great heart, but he wanted to test every point. And a lot of times I have him confirm some things that I'm not sure of, and he's
right,
great. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
But
back to the whole pendulum.
yeah,
We have people that have been using pendulums for years. I'm
yeah.
talking about 30, 40 plus years. And I'm only used it for the last 5 or 6 years. But daddy told me to use it for training purposes. So I've been taking those people with the pendulums and teaching them how to connect with source, use the pendulums to toss around the energies and then confirm that they were able to do it. So I literally took the pendulum and made it into a charm. These charms serve many purposes, but for the Jedi classes, I recommend have a pendulum or a charm. You can have your own. With these, once I teach you the method, I use that to build your confidence, remove your doubt, and then once you do that, you wait for validation. Then you realize that, holy shit, I did it. Once once you get to that point where you're like, wow, I really did it. That's when you start to like fully become conscious of all this stuff, and then you just want to continue participate because the more and more you do it, you start noticing more things. Your abilities start enhancing. You start getting what you want because you're helping other people. So that's the best thing to use to validate some of the stuff that I'm doing.
Right.
People come in and it says he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it? But
I love
would
it.
you rather listen to somebody that just says, listen to me, blah, 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 do it my way, blah, blah, blah. Or in my opinion, I'd rather have a guy that is saying, here's what I'm saying, go test it for yourself and tell me if I'm telling you the truth. And actually, when you started doing that, that's when they took you off of Facebook. I remember you did the most awesome video ever, and you were taken down immediately after that. The
When
way you did it was,
especially when I was transferring, teaching people how to transfer the energy,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I just felt that. I got hit."
yeah, yeah.
They just love messing me up. They just love they need to show me love different. Stop blocking me.
Well, hopefully that'll be over soon. I'm looking forward to
No,
that.
it's over already. It's all good.
Yeah,
We're
looking
gonna
forward,
own all those companies. I'm not even worried about them.
loving that, loving that.
Yeah,
Looking forward to the Crystalline Chambers, getting our bodies like back to what Daddy planned for us.
yep, original.
Totally excited about that, and excited to help other people and help them understand and do our projects and be out there when we're called to go elsewhere. Really excited about that.
Right, right. And, when you think about all the stuff that I'm saying and the fact that we don't have to experience death the way we know as death, you start to think differently. You start to process differently. You start to think about all the wonderful things, and then you stop worrying about certain things because you understand that this is now permanent. We're here permanently, and your own mind is blocking you from experiencing joy and
Right.
experiencing all these things because we're the ones right now that will move into higher dimensions without experiencing the death part about it. Period. There are people still dying today and transitioning over, but um, once the energy levels get to a specific frequency, we all will literally just merge into our new physical bodies that are crystalline based without having to die. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's
It
exciting.
is
Like I'm just
very.
I'm excited to again experience the earth without the radiation, the EMFs, the poison food, water, air, whatever it might be. And in real freedom, we'll experience true freedom. I
Yeah,
like
well,
that.
it's already happening. There's different places around the world where all of that stuff is already cleaned up.
All
Um,
right.
places like Fukushima and different zones around the country that were like hazards.
Yeah.
That's already cleaned up. We just need to get the right people in there to retest everything to show the rest of the people that it's cleaned up.
Oh, to tell the truth is what you're saying.
Basically, yes,
Oh,
yes, because like I said, if you understand how frequencies work, you'll understand how easy and simple things really are. You don't need a big ship to come in and scan an entire area and use their laser beam, blah, 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 when people like myself have the abilities to do it themselves.
right, right.
This is what I teach the Jedi's. In your little area, your neck of the woods, wherever you at around the world, put a bubble up, and within that bubble, manifest the energies and frequencies and change whatever needs to be changed. We're doing it on a big scale, but you can also help by doing it just like I said. That's simple.
I think that's the value of having the Jedis, and everybody's in a different geographic area, and we're wearing the pendants and the other things, and we're teaching other people and spreading that out. That's how it's going to cover the world. That's how
That's
the
right.
knowledge and the energy will cover the
That's
world.
right. That's right. And right before we started the live here, the recording, you said something about I need to stay put. Well, that's right. Right now, we are all where we need to be. Some people don't understand that yet, but literally, we are all where we need to be in this point in history right now.
Okay. That makes me feel better because I'm always second guessing myself, like, am I supposed to be here or should I be doing something more or whatever?
Right.
And yeah.
Even if you muscle test that, you'll get the same answer. Like you're right here, right now.
Yeah.
I need to be right here, right now. I
Right.
was stuck, for those of you that know me, I was stuck in the basement for a very long time until recently. And I'm like, still like, it's hard to enjoy the fact that I'm not in the basement with all the things that are going on. But I'm like, I'm able to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. You've got a beautiful setting there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm loving every minute of it. Once I get to Destin, it's going to be a game changer for the world, and that's what we're banking on. So,
Right.
we're dazed out from all this stuff. Our Creator, what people call God, he's he says he's going to drop it like it's hot. So I'm banking on that.
Awesome. Awesome. Very
Loving every
exciting.
minute of it. Very, yeah.
And one of the things I'd like to do is maybe work to get the truth of all these things we've been programmed that are incorrect through school, through society, out to the public. Like I have a friend who's a flat earther, and like some of what he says is valid, but I'm listening to what you've said as well. And I'd really like to know more about things like that, just, how the earth is and, the history of humanity and society and all of that. So,
Yeah, see now it's all coming out. We're gonna get rid of the Rockefeller school system, all that crap. It's all
yeah,
been designed to do all that. Um, as far as the Earth being flat, that's a no. Those individuals like myself that have the abilities to astral travel and remote view can literally go out the body and view the earth, and you'll see that it's round. Now, the flat earthers, what they don't realize, and I'm point this out because what they don't realize is that we are in a district on earth. There's multiple districts all around the earth. We're on our district, what they call earth, right?
Right.
Within this district, if you was to measure from one side to the other, it'll appear flat only because they don't realize how big the earth really is.
So they're using incorrect information to do their calculations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem. Plus, with the religious books that were designed to confuse people, that's also helping them not get the correct information. So the only way to get the truth is to go in, learn how to remote view, and view the planet.
Right.
You'll
Right.
see that the planet is humongous, and there's different parts, there's different districts. We're just in one.
Pretty exciting, isn't it?
It's very exciting. We got so much land on this planet, and you know, the cabal, some of them want to go off planet or do certain things. The glass dome was designed to keep them here because they were too dark to go out there. And since we're literally annihilating them, we are going to be opened up to the rest of the universe.
It's pretty exciting.
It is.
I remember when you opened the glass dome. Remember, we had talked right after that, and we had done a little video with my daughter confirming it. That video has been taken off my phone.
Yeah, they do that. They go into your phones and they delete videos.
Yeah.
There was one CIA guy who came literally. I was in the backyard to my old house. He came literally right next to me, put a tripod up, and then started filming the sky. Right. So I go inside the house from the backyard, go around to the front, and then videotape him. As soon as I went back inside the house to view the video, the fucking shit was gone. I got pissed off, by the way.
Yeah.
I got pissed off, but Daddy says it's okay. Because how you gonna go in my phone without my permission? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he let it happen. See, now there's certain things that they can get away with because of the big picture. And then there's certain things that they can't do and won't be allowed to no matter how much they try.
Right.
That's what the people don't understand, that all of this is happening because there's a purpose to it all.
Allowing the process, right?
Allowing the process, dealing with the shit that you're dealing with. If you're down and out, depressed and all that, there's a reason behind it all. Lift yourself up. Get out of that shit. We got work to do. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. And of course, last year was not a conducive year for most of us. Like, you know, everyone's in fear and they're being controlled and all of that. So it wasn't a great year. But I think that when we're through all of this, we're going to look back and say everything was ultimately perfect. Because a lot of people have made transitions from their jobs, relationship, they're moving, whatever it might be. They're doing what they want to do, and they've realized really what's more important than, say, sitting in a cube somewhere working, you know?
Yeah, I mean, even with me, he's throwing some curveballs at me that I didn't even see coming.
Yeah.
And when I look back at it, he's like, I told you. And I'm like, yeah, you did, but I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. So it's very exciting.
Yeah, so it's my fault at the end of the day. But you know, there's a lot of things happening to benefit all of us. You know, you guys that are down and out with your luck and your, you know, whatever the case is, it's a frequency. Go to the website, get all the free stuff that you can, raise your vibration, change your thought pattern, and let's get to work, because
Yeah.
you are all valuable. Every
Yeah.
one of you guys watching, listening, all of you guys are valuable. We got work to do. So if you want to be part of that process, then join us on Telegram, come into the groups, and let's get shit done.
Right.
Other than that, I'm going to continue to do what I do, have fun, talk shit, make people laugh,
That's right.
heal
That's
people,
right.
and, you know, spread the wealth. That's what we're going to do.
I have a picture of you with your crown and your goblet full of wine.
Yeah.
I've got several pictures, but I have one of these electronic picture frames, and I see your picture like all the time flipping by me. It is funny. It's ridiculous, but that's what I love. Like, who wants somebody that's like all uptight? I want somebody that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I even bought I bought a map. Like, I got a map on the other side of this board, this wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's one of those it's like a cloth map. And I bought a crown pin, and I put it right on Destin, and I was
It's great. Well, everybody's rooting for you to get their ASAP so we can get on. Yeah, we can get on with our process here. But so everybody that's listening, they can go to smartiescorner.com. There you can get free hollows that you can download, print, or put on your phone or device. You can purchase like the charms and the other products that we're calling these reloadable, because every time Smarty creates a new frequency, it's automatically put into your charm or your jewelry. But you can go there, but you can also get the links for the cocktails. Also get the links there for the Telegram groups. So it's all in one source.
It's all there. We literally have the solutions for everything. Everything. And we're not going to be working with any authorities on the planet, because you're looking at the authority. Okay. We are the highest authority there is. We're not going to work with no governments, nobody. We're going to do everything our way, or should I say Source's way, Daddy's way. And there's no one that can interfere with us healing the people, taking care of what needs to be taken care of here on Earth, in this district, and the rest of the Earth, and then the rest of the universe. Right. Since we're going to live forever, we got a lot of responsibilities, those of us that are chosen to be working directly with me. You know, people, I see people come and go. I like to train you so that you're on your toes. People come with their cups too full, thinking they know, and then they just fade away because they weren't meant to be here. They were just meant to, whatever the case is. You know, some people are just meant to come in and embarrass or get embarrassed because you were full of shit in the first place.
Well, that happens a lot. I noticed that those particular people have egos, and they think they're like the ones. Like they're like, a lot of us have been following you or in your group for years, doing the work, listening, learning, talking to each other. And when somebody comes in, they're like, well, I blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hit the road, you know? And you were very gracious. The last incident, you had a lot more patience than I did, but you handled it beautifully.
I heard that over and over again. And it's like, you know, I let them put their own foot in their mouth, which everybody witnesses. And I, you know, Daddy, you know, he's telling me, go ahead, let them finish. Then when they're done, then expose them.
Yep.
So that's what I do.
You said it in a nice way, that their cup is too full. And there's a lot of intel providers out there. You said their cup is too full. And I'm like, why would you even listen to somebody that's really giving you disinformation? Why bother?
And they're doing it purposely, which is, you know, which is a no-go with me and my crew in my book. I mean, we all know that certain things are taking place and happening. And, you know, a lot of the intel providers, they don't tell you stuff that's happening hands-on where I do, because I'm the one giving the orders. So we're benefiting multiple ways because we're connected straight to the creator, daddy, source, and he's telling us stuff hands-on. He's having me do stuff hands-on that gets validated. And some of it happens the same day or days or weeks,
Yep. Yep.
but it happens. And it happens because he's telling me what to do. I'm giving the orders and it happens. So I'm just like, let's go. What's next?
I gotta say, I'm very grateful for you being in the position that you're there, because I think without like in also one thing about you, like you've got a very loving heart and all of that, but you're an ass kicker. So if somebody needs their ass kicked, you're gonna do it. And I like that.
Right.
Like I'm glad I'm not the judge, because I don't know if I'd be too hard or too soft, So
Well, shit happens. That's all I
yeah,
gotta say.
yeah.
Shit happens. Like, there's this saying where you slap me in this cheek and then I'm gonna turn my face and you slap me in this cheek. Don't think so. You
That's
slap
right.
me, you gonna get fucked up.
I love that meme you put out there with Jesus tipping the table over. It says, "Me, all love and light, also me tipping this shit over." And that's
Yeah,
exactly
exactly.
what we need, is somebody that will kick ass when it's time.
Exactly. And again, all those things were designed to have you sitting in Indian style and praying. Okay, we
Yeah,
don't do that shit.
yeah,
We command and we take action. That's how
right,
things get done.
right, right.
And I just do the ass kicking. I'll tell everybody, no, I got this because I have the approval to do it. There's literally no karma with me because of my position.
Right,
So if I gotta do something, I'll just do it.
right, right.
And he'll if I messed up, he'll clean it up. He'll rewind and then I do it over. And then when that type of things happen, I'll just see it replaying and then I'll do like a spin or something so that I change it. Or he'll just literally tell me, go back a day, do this, do that, come back, do this, do that, go into the future, do this, do that. That literally happens. Real. This is real. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. And yes, I am an asshole. I can be an asshole sometimes. Oh well.
I wouldn't use those words, but you are not going to let people push you the wrong way.
Nope, not at all. My job is to heal you guys, teach you guys, and those of you guys that have been with me for a long time know this. Know that I'll do anything for you guys, but I'm not going to let you, you know,
Right,
push me or anybody
right,
else that
right, right.
that should just that's the cabal way. We're not doing that. We're changing everything, moving into love and light. There are some people that are still learning and they irritate me because they're taking so long to be taught.
Well, that's why the videos are so helpful, because
Right,
you can do the teaching video, and if somebody will actually like watch it and try to learn, and
right.
there's many that are, they get a lot out of that.
They do. And then the text messages and the emails, they're like mind blowing. So like I screenshot them and I put them out there so that other people can read it.
Yeah.
Like they're really participating. They're really reproducing what I'm teaching them, and it's not that hard as long as you have the heart to do it and you've been chosen and approved to do it. You will get results. I'm not the teacher that's going to come here and tell you do this, do that, and then hope something happens. No, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do what I do and make sure you get it. And if I can't do that for you, then you obviously are not meant to do it. Period. That's just how it is. Go do something else. Go fucking plant some flowers or some shit. I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. That's funny.
We just don't have time for it right now. I mean,
Yeah.
we do have time for it, but you know, my focus is on people that actually want to do it and
Yeah.
enjoy doing this type of stuff because it's not for everybody.
Right.
There was some talk about how, there was some talk about how certain people won't want to do things if everybody has money, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not true because there's people that actually love cleaning. There's people that love growing. There's people that love to do certain things. Okay. So there will be people everywhere to be able, you know, if you want to get something done, there'll still be yellow books or yellow pages or Google where you can find somebody that actually loves to do this. And then you just contact them. Hey, can you come over and do this?
Love it.
Okay. So don't worry about, don't worry about if everybody has money, then we'll lose this and we'll lose that. No, that's not the case.
Right.
There's so many things to do. So many things to do. Plus, we'll have different types of appliances that will literally just, you won't need plugs. You won't need all this. You won't need plumbers. Well, maybe, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But you understand where I'm getting at?
Yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, you can actually see it if you want to. Just allow the process.
You know what? I'm not a patient person. And I think
it's
that's the
all good.
thing that, like last year and, this part of this year, I've been like chomping at the bit to get going. And I finally started to cool my jets a little bit because I'm trying to allow the process.
Well, that's how a lot of people are. I mean, even myself, I was like that.
Yeah.
When I was behind the scenes. I mean, I'm still behind the scenes doing things, but when I first started, and I was actually there doing it, and I was like, oh shit! I wanted to see the results like instantly, and he was like, no, you're gonna do this, do that, do this, and do that. Then go do this and do that, do this and do that, and I'm like, come on, man. So as the years went by, I realized that the process is very, very long. There's a bigger picture, and we're all over the place. So I've learned to just relax, take it easy, and allow the process. And there's certain things that are put in place to knock us off course. We just have to, get back on the road and keep moving, keep going.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
But get to this point, we can look back and say, oh, I get it now. And I'm sure we'll be doing that multiple times in the future. Like, oh, I get it,
Exactly. That's how it's always been with me. Like there's times where I would go into a place and I would purchase something that I had no need for. And the next thing a month or two, or even a year later, because I got junk just piling up, right? Boxes of junk. Next thing you know, what I purchased a week or two ago, a month ago, a year ago, I can now use because I have purpose for it. Who knew? Right?
Yeah. It's so fun, isn't it?
That's how he is. He puts us in positions to learn and to he does certain things because he knows the entire playbook.
Right.
And I'm talking about from start to, because the shit don't finish. So from start to, he knows it all. And all we're doing is participating and allowing the process. Once everybody gets that clear and registers, then everybody sits back and just enjoys themselves.
Yeah.
And it's that's how it is.
Yeah.
Wild stuff. Wild stuff.
Looking forward to it.
Me
So,
too.
so I literally have only a billion more questions for you, but I feel like we're at a good stopping point for today.
Yeah.
And I know you've got things to do. So perhaps we could talk again in the future and just,
Yeah. Let's do another one.
yeah, anytime you're available. But, I'm looking forward to seeing you down in Destin, and, getting your training, getting new bodies out and starting our work in earnest. I'm really looking forward to it.
That's
And
going to be mind blowing. Mind blowing. Now,
yeah,
you see, everybody sees the way caterpillars go into cocoons, dematerializes, metamorphoses, whatever they call it,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then opens up and becomes a butterfly. Okay. There's
yeah.
other different species that literally just change bodies, come out of shells and just transforms. Okay. Well, that's what's going to happen to us humans. We're going to a crystalline base. There's multiple ways it can happen. The crystalline chambers that's the purpose for them,
Right.
to literally usher us into our evolution. Since the cabal's been down here rearranging things, we were stopped from doing that. So it's going to be dropped like it's hot, and we're going to do it in record timing to stop.
Looking
I'm
forward to
looking forward.
that.
Me
Looking
too.
forward to it. Yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. Me too.
So for those that are watching this, please go to Smarty's Corner, get your free hollows, your products if you choose to purchase. Link up with our groups on Telegram, and look at some of the older videos that he has out there, so you can learn how to become a Jedi, if you will.
Yep.
And also use the cocktails. They're amazing.
Yep. Yep.
So
I also, for those individuals that are just coming into the Jedi sessions,
yeah,
they're free. Join the Telegram to come on in. But what I was going to say is, once you do come in and you want to learn the process, when I ask for a volunteer, speak up. That way, I'll take you, the volunteer, show you the method, and from there, you're set.
yeah.
Once the validations take place, you'll know it's real.
The last volunteer you had was amazing. I feel like her name was Susan, but I can't
It
remember.
was.
She
It
was
was.
really good. Like, because everything you did, she was like right with you. And she really validated what you were trying to teach her. And it was
Yep,
really,
and she got it. She got it because she came in the last time, and she was getting results.
yeah, yeah,
It's that simple. If you put all your bullshit aside and pay attention to what I'm teaching you, you will be able to do it. That simple.
yeah. It's mostly programming, because we're taught that all of this, new age stuff is not valid. And
Right.
and you're showing them how to check it, and then how to think for themselves when you're not around, so that again, it spreads out to their families, their friends, etc. It's
Yep. Yep.
beautiful.
That's it. That's it. Once
Beautiful.
when you do it, just keep in mind that your creator is always with you when you're doing these things. You can always ask for him to request and ask him to enhance your abilities, um, um, give you clarity on the method. Just do that on a daily basis, and it'll happen.
Yeah,
It'll happen.
awesome. It's
'Cause
awesome.
he knows everything anyway.
Yeah,
So, if that's the way you want to move, you want to do it faster and learn more, and is connect with
yeah,
our creator. You know,
yeah.
that's it.
And I'm also telling people, when they're using pendulums or muscle testing, to make sure the question is asked in the right way, because sometimes we'll ask a question and get an answer, but the question hasn't been asked the right way to get the true answer, if that makes any
Right, right,
sense.
right.
Yeah, so once in a
Yeah.
while I have to go in a different way to get the real answer.
Yep. 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 If you're just coming on to learning how to use pendulums,
Yeah.
there's charts out there. I know Joe has charts, but there's different charts out there that you can download and use for free. Find somebody with a chart if you want to. Um, I would just recommend you connecting with your creator and having even if you have one of these, will be the best bet because you'll have everything here with the frequencies and the energies to get it done.
Right.
Everything frequencies, energy.
Right.
You know, everybody that knows me, I don't just try to sell products. I teach you shit.
That's right. Love it. Love it. And like, again, the power of the group when we're working together, like when we do videos or whatever, it's
Right.
exponential because you've got so many people all with like purpose. It's amazing.
Exactly. That's why things are getting done too. And they're happening faster and faster and faster because of the group, of the people. People are participating. The more and more people participate, the faster things get done. And the cabal knows this. This is why they're constantly broadcasting crap on the TV.
Right.
Because they know, especially when weather, if they put out a bullshit video of a tornado coming and there's no fucking tornado in sight, the people literally manifest it because they're watching it.
I know. I know.
See, the cabal knows your abilities more than you do. That can't happen no more. We have to change that.
That's why taking control of the media is so important, and all the entertainment and all of that. It's really important so that it's positive and not this like I was thinking when I was a kid, there was no death shooting. If there was punching, it would be such a fake punch on TV. But like now it's like if somebody doesn't get shot or blown away, the show is boring.
Yeah. It was programmed to do that. Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah. So, but it's all it all already happened.
Yeah.
We take over the media. We take over Hollywood. Some of us actually participate in the new films. I do because I saw it already. Some of the Jedis do. People around the world participate. I mean, we literally changed the entire this whole reality
Awesome.
does
Awesome.
a flip. It happens.
Yeah.
I know because, like I said, we are from the future, from the past, and from now.
Hard to wrap your head around that.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Consciousness exists everywhere. It's permanent. Our creator is everywhere, is everything. He allows me to tap into what needs to be taken care of. He allows me to do all types of stuff, and it's been a wild roller coaster. So we got a lot to look forward to.
Excellent.
A lot to look forward to.
Excellent. Well, okay, for those that are watching, thank you so much. Please go to smartiescorner.com, get your info, and we'll put up one of these out whenever we get around to it the next time. It's fun to do.
Right on.
Yeah.
Join the
Thanks,
ranks,
Smarty.
everybody. Love you guys.
Love you, Smarty.
Love you too.
Right. Bye-bye.